Alright, lovely people, before this episode gets underway, this first episode of this new series called the AFL podcast, I would like to show you that we've officially reached more views on the Junkyard Dog Exposed than he has on his call out of me. Also, he has 38 dislikes and 19 likes. So obviously we have ruined him. He has 117 comments, and basically he reckons that I've dislike botted him, but it's obvious that I haven't, since he's lost 11 subscribers, and there are a lot of hate comments on this video. So it is obvious that I haven't, and I don't even know how to. He's still persisting with I have fake subscribers and fake likes, which you know I don't. I proved that in this video. Also, the Kennedy Backyard Cricketer dislike botted this video, and there is proof. I have 24 likes, so technically I should have 24 likes, 0 dislikes, well 1 dislike from the Kennedy Backyard Cricketer, so technically it's 24-1. You guys are amazing. But he said he had the audacity to say that they don't like a bot at all, but I will show you in a clip in a second that he does dislike bot, and he said the Kennedy Backyard Cricketer dislike botted you, and then I said basically that, and also he said right here, you're getting all aggressive because you're not true. You have 1 hour to get rid of all the dislikes, or I'm dislike botting you. I reckon with the help of the JYD army, which he doesn't have, we can get you to 100 dislikes. And then I said, okay, I'm going to lay it down as it is. I've not disliked any of your videos on more than 2 accounts. I do not have access to any other YouTube account. Do not even know how to dislike. But, you know why you're getting disliked? Your army. Have you noticed you've lost 11 subscribers after making this video? Have you noticed everyone hates you because you're rude and a sook? And also, if you want to find out more, I would read all the comments on these 2 videos, my one and his. Guys, we're better than him. We've pretty much shot him down. So, yeah, let's get into this new series. This is going to take me ages to edit this, but here's the proof of the Kennedy Backyard Cricketer, and yep, I'll update you if anything else happens. Peace. By the way, maybe I might make another video about this if anything major happens, or I'll just include it in other videos. Anyway, I'll see you in the video. Alright guys, and if you want furthermore proof that I have been dislike botted, then you can see here they actually added me back. I can see everything. I'm just weighing in this part. They've said a lot of crap about old Aussie FIFA, but Nathan Cranwell added me in, but it says got one of Aussie FIFA's videos up to 64 dislikes, lol. Lol, good. Why would you add him? Why are you adding Aussie FIFA to make him cry? Is he even alive? Lol. And then I was removed. So basically, there's even furthermore proof, and yeah, I've been dislike botted. What's going on YouTube? Welcome to this new series. This is the AFL podcast. This will only be a short one, but it will get longer over the podcast. This one is just running over round 20 and all that happened. I will be getting special guests on, so if you would like to be a special guest, comment down below, and you have to know a decent amount about, you know, footy. Right here, these 2 leagues aren't active, by the way. I'm only active, only one of the leagues I'm in is active, but I'm going to create an Aussie FIFA one next week, next season, just like I did for the Supercoach this season. So I got 8 out of 9, and that brings my total score up to only 124. It's decent, but here is my overall tips. So the only one I got wrong was the Melbourne one, and yeah, so I tipped Collingwood, Sydney, Hawthorn, GWS, Western Bulldogs, Adelaide, St Kilda, Geelong, and West Coast. Now, I'll show you my Supercoach. Now I've progressed to the next week of the finals in the Aussie FIFA League. Beating this guy by not too much, but just enough. As you can see the scores there. Trengove is on because I had Wills on the bench as an emergency. And yeah, McGovern and Collins got me over the line at the end. And yeah, so I get over the line there. You can see all the scores. And yeah, but the big news is Pendlebury got injured, so we'll have to have a look at that. I brought in Gunston this week. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting for the next week of the finals. The Supercoach finals, obviously, not the AFL finals. Alright. Now, my computer's being really slow because I have a bunch of fan footy tabs open. Oh, shit. It doesn't matter. Anyway. We have the first game here, Richmond Tigers versus Collingwood Magpies. This was an interesting game. I'm very glad we got over the line. So the stars for us were definitely among the stars for us were definitely Hooley, Martin, Rance, and Markov. They all played well. All of our players played well, really, except maybe Griffiths, and I'm not sure. So yeah, Asprey went on to have a really good game after there were injury scares. Moore had an amazing game. Voston had a great game. Cochin had a great game. All of our players played fantastically. And then on the other side, the stars for Collingwood were Sidebottom, Wills, Treloar, Howe, and then from there down we got people like Crisp, Aish, Smith, Grundy, and then Pendlebury. Pendlebury got injured, so that is why he only got the 82. Let's have a look at the stats. 1,820 in Dream Team, 1,817 in Supercoach, beating Collingwood's 1488 and 1479. We had 425 disposals to their 328, 243 kicks to their 189, 182 handballs to their 139, 145 marks to their 99, 53 tackles to their 71, 43 hitouts to their 21, 19 frees 4 to their 24, 127 contested possessions to their 117, 27 clear-outs to their 58, and 46 clangers to their 52. So, yeah, it was an interesting game, and I'm very glad that we got over the line, and that put the horror week to end, and but we are really inconsistent, and you never know what's going to happen next week against Geelong. We'll either get smashed or we'll put up a fight like we did against the Bulldogs. Next up, because I don't want to go for too long on each game, we'll go to the Swans versus the Power, which was a demolition. And as you can see, Isaac Heaney, absolutely amazing with 25 possessions and 2 goals too. Hanbury and Parker were also having great games. And as you can see, Rampy, Lloyd, Mitchell, Grundy, Towers, Kennedy, Jack, then Curvis, McVeigh, Alia, Mills, Papley, Naismith, all great, all fantastic. And they all played great games. The best for Port definitely was Ollie Wines, Pittard, Cracker. Cracker got 1 goal, 19 possessions. Ollie Wines had 32 possessions all up, but only 43% efficiency. And then the big man, Buddy Franklin, only ended up with 60. So have a look at the stats. 1843 Dream Team for Sydney. Port Adelaide, much like Collingwood, only got in the 1400s. 1975 in the Supercoach for Sydney to their 1320. 455 disposals for Sydney. Port Adelaide ended up with 334. 265 kicks, 190 to 208, 126. Marks, 93 to Port's 83. Tackles, Port actually beat them on this stat along with clangers. Sydney actually got 10 more free kicks than Port. They had 48 hitouts. Port only had 26. 186 contested possessions to Port Adelaide's 132, and Sydney had 45 clearances to their 32. So that pretty much wraps up the game. Yeah, it was a demolition. Anyway, next up we have the Demons versus the Hawks, and holy shit, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who would have thought that Melbourne would get over the line against Hawthorn? Just hold up for a second. Whoa. That is honestly crazy. So, I believe it was Oliver. No, who was it that... Viney. Viney had a tag on Mitchell, and that ended up doing well. Viney had a better game than Mitchell with 39 disposals. Maxi Gawn, another fantastic game. Jones, Dyson, Tyson, McDonald, Watts, Vince, Oliver, Bug, McDonald, Wiedemann had a great game in his first game with 2 goals straight. And where was Petrarca? Petrarca ended up with 63 Supercoach. Over on the other side, Hodge with 100, Smith with 106, Rioli 139. Rioli was definitely their best player with 15 possessions and 4 goals, 1. Then downfield we had Gunston, Lewis, Berglund, Mitchell, Birchall, all the usual names that you'd expect. Stratton got injured there, which isn't good news. Left shoulder knock, iced up at half time. So we'll have to stay tuned to hear about that. But this was a crazy upset victory. 17:30 Dream Team to Melbourne. Hawthorn with only 14:36, which is pretty much unheard of. 18:15 to Melbourne to Hawthorn's 1,485. 431 disposals to 324, 206 kicks to 180, 225 handballs to 144, 93 marks to 75, 68 tackles to 74, 44 hitouts to 38, 16 frees to 19, which shows Melbourne got it done, getting 3 less free kicks than Hawthorn. 151 contested possessions to Hawthorn's 126. Hey, the original Pokemon. And 41 clearances to Hawthorn's 31. And Melbourne with 42 clangers, Hawthorn with 36. So pretty much domination, upset. Well, it wasn't a complete domination, but towards the end of the game, it kind of was. So, yeah, a great victory for the Demons, and that's a real... that really brings up their confidence going into next season. Next, the Giants just got over the line against the Suns up at the Gold Coast. Mumford, Scully, Green, Caniglio and Whitfield amongst the best players for the Greater Western Sydney Giants. Heath Shaw with probably his most poor game fantasy-wise for a long time. Over on the other side, the losing side, we had May, Garlett, Lynch, Davis and Thompson leading it for them, with players such as Kolajasny, Rosa, Matera, Harbrow all underneath them. Sexton picked up an injury, it looks. Offerio in quarter 1 with a left hamstring strain. Not good news. Western Sydney picked up 17-27 Dream Team, 17-11 Supercoach, 401 disposals, 224 kicks, 177 handballs, 100 marks, I believe. Sorry, the page just refreshed out of nowhere. Where was it? 100 marks, 74 tackles, 59 hitouts, 8 frees, 147 contested possessions, 44 clearances and 55 clangers, whereas Gold Coast picked up 16-11 Dream Team, 15-92 Supercoach, 380 disposals, 209 kicks, 171 handballs, 109 marks, 53 tackles, 28 hitouts, 18 frees for 140 contested disposals, 33 clearances and 40 clangers. So, another interesting game. I thought the Suns would go out with a bit of a fight. They definitely played better than we did against Sydney, Greater Western Sydney. So good on them for that. And they can kind of be happy with themselves, even though they just didn't get over the line. But it was a good effort from them. Next in, I believe the lowest scoring game of the round, we had the Dogs versus the Roos. Goldstein, McMillan, Del Santo, and Wells were the best players for North, with Bontempelli, Johannesson, and Boyd and Caleb Daniel the best for the Bulldogs. It was 9-7-61 to 7-5-47. So 3 injuries here. Thompson, groin soreness in the 4th. And then Ben Brown with the first goal. I actually was listening to this on the radio. Left knee soreness in the second term. And then we had Smith. Didn't sound too good on the radio, but early knock to the head left him dazed in the first quarter. So it didn't sound too good on the radio. North Melbourne actually dominated in every stat, as you can see, except the tackles, but Western Bulldogs got over the line. They had 1688 Dream Team, 1737 Supercoach, 421 disposals, 225 kicks, 196 handballs, 111 marks, 58 tackles, 44 hitouts, 19 frees, 136 contested possessions, 31 clearances, and 56 clangers, whereas on the other side the Western Bulldogs had 1441 Dream Team, 1559 Supercoach, 337 disposals, 199 kicks, 137 handballs, 95 marks, 61 tackles, 18 hitouts, 18 frees, 132 contested possessions, 25 clearances, and 46 clangers. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, it was pretty low scoring, but in the stats, pretty high stats. As you can see, North got over the top in nearly every stat. A lot of their players ended up with good fantasy scores. Unlike the winners, Western Bulldogs, but they obviously got over the line. There were no as you can see here, there was no one who kicked over 2 goals in this match. The leading goal scorer, well, there is no leading goal scorer. Someone either scored behinds or 1 goal. So, interesting. Next up, well, I said it was a demolition before, but I think this is a demolition. 177 to 39. What? Crazy. Tex kicked 4, Eddie kicked 4, 144 Supercoach to Crouch, 138 to Winch, who kicked 4 goals, 137 to Sloan, 137 to Talia, 125 to Tex, 122 to Lions, and 100 to Crouch. Whoa. This, guys, whoa. And the other, for the Lions, we had 120 for Rockcliffe, 115 for Bastanak, 98 for Dane Zorko, and 90 for Smith, who was in his second game, and 84 to Rich, who was being tagged. I'll just try and see who was he being tagged by? Douglas. So Douglas obviously did quite a decent job on Rich, but let him go a little bit. Searsman picked up an injury, as you can see down the bottom there. Let's have a quick look at that. Some left hamstring tightness at quarter time, and he did not return to the match, but he did get a goal to his name in that first quarter. There is not much to say here, as Adelaide absolutely smacked them around. Oh my god. It's just crazy how much they smacked him around. And down here, Hanley with only 14 disposals. Being outplayed by Keys and Andrews and players that he shouldn't be outplayed by, considering he's a very good player. So yeah, let's just have a look at these stats. So, not as much stat dominance as you would think, but the scoreboard dominance is massive. So, 190 Dream Team, 2076 Supercoach, 477 disposals, 254 kicks, 223 handballs, 128 marks, 57 tackles, 39 hitouts, 21 frees, 4, 155 contested disposals, 35 clearances, and 57 clangers for Adelaide. And as you can see, there are actually 2 draws here, 57 clangers for Brisbane and 21 frees for. Anyway, Brisbane had 57 clangers, 39 clearances, 141 contested disposals, 21 free kicks, 44 hitouts, 75 tackles, 38 marks. 38 marks, whoa. 135 handballs, 149 kicks, 284 disposals, 1227. Supercoach on 1,172. Dream Team. So, that's a bit of a crazy game. The leading disposal getters were Crouch, Sloane, and Rockcliffe. Let's move on to the next game. Another game that happened today. Another smashing for this round. It happened between St Kilda and Carlton. As you can see here, Carlton had some great players among Cripps, Simpson, Tui, Gibbs, and Doherty, and Kerno. Oh, who was he tagging? Stephen. He tagged Stephen, and oh, what a job he did on Stephen. Kerno, what a job he did on Stephen. Stephen has been rocking the competition, and he ended up with 19 disposals, 56 Supercoach. Whoa. Dunstan picked up an injury, bad left shoulder dislocation when he tackled Cripps. That is not very good. Rewalt, Weller, Billings, Membry, Robertson, News, and Montagna all played great games for St Kilda in their smashing 19-8, 122-7, 9-51. I'm just going to try and get through this a bit more quicker. So, as you can see here, 18-29 Dream Team, 18-45 Supercoach, 404 disposals, 238 kicks, 166 handballs, 132 marks, 62 tackles, 28 hitouts, 17 frees, 4, 129 contested disposals, 31 clearances and 46 clangers, whereas Carlton had 57 clangers, 33 clearances, 126 contested disposals, 9 frees, 4, 40 hitouts, 63 tackles, 79 marks, 191 handballs, 189 kicks, 380 disposals, 1456 Supercoach, and 1486 Dream Team. And have you guys seen a common factor is the losing team is always ending up in that 1,400 area. So yeah, decent game here. The leading goal scorers were Membry with 5 goals, 2, Bruce with 4 goals, 1, Tui had 3 goals, and yeah, that's about it. So that was a great game there for St Kilda, and yeah, I had a thought that they win. That's why I tipped them. But Kerno, what a job he did on Stephen there. Tagging has really been brought back into the game in the recent weeks. And right here we have another quite a big smashing, and somehow Enright was on track for 50 disposals at halftime, but he only got like 4 disposals after halftime. He still ended up with the highest score. So it was 15-10-100 to 4-10-34 between the Geelong Cats and Essendon Bombers. So yeah, let's just have a look here. Dangerfield only ended up with 99. That's pretty low for his standards. Hawkins with 103, Duncan with 106, Henderson with 106, Guthrie with 110, Taylor with 129, and Corey Enright. What a game, 149. Across the other side, the main star for them was definitely Mitch Brown here with 130. Then we had Kelly, Merritt, Gleason, Cooney, Bird. I actually like this kid, Laverde. Ambrose, Lullenberger. Zaharakis has been tagged the shit out of recently. I'll just have a look who tagged him. It was Selwood. It was Scott Selwood. Okay then. So he was brought into the team to basically tag. Goddard picked up an injury here. That's not very good news for Essendon. Left the field midway through the first quarter with a groin injury, and he did not return. And Menzel actually picked up an injury. I was actually watching when this happened, and left the field midway through the third quarter with groin tightness. So groins have been a big problem this round. So yeah. Zaharakis has been tagged so much in the last few weeks. Let's go down and have a look at the stats. 1624 Dream Team, 1760 Supercoach, 404 disposals, 208 kicks, 196 handballs, 115 marks, 37 tackles, 42 hit-outs, 16 frees, 4, 128 contested possessions, 21 clearances and 51 clangers for Geelong. Whereas Essendon broke that 1400 streak. They had 1,567 Dream Team, 1,540 Supercoach, 354 disposals, 232 kicks, 122 handballs, 134 marks, 49 tackles, 29 hit-outs, 14 frees, 4, 101 contested possessions, 35 clearances, and 51 clangers. So yeah, and then the final game of the round saw Fremantle, who were actually in front for a while. West Coast came back and smashed them home. With the final scores being 17-8, 110 to 9-10, 64. The leading players was Kennedy. He got 13 disposals, 7 goals, 84% efficiency. He ended up with 141 Supercoach. Pritis with 33 disposals, 132 Supercoach, 129 for Hearn, 112 for Shuey, and 110 for Marston. McGovern also played well. For the Dockers, they had Mundy with 109, Hill with 99, Main with 98, and Neil, the competition's leading disposal getter, with 94. The winning disposal getter was Marston, it looks like. Pritis also equal with Marston. I don't think there was anyone else above that. Gaff got tagged, and I think it was by Sheridan here. Yup, tagging Gaff, and Gaff didn't have that great of a game, as you can see. So obviously Sheridan did a pretty good job there for what it's worth. So yeah, basically at the end, West Coast came and smashed them home. Yaron played well in this game. Collins just got me over the line in the Supercoach, as you would have seen. And yeah, I believe the only player I had from West Coast was McGovern. Anyway, we'll run through the final stats of this episode. Would you believe it? It's already coming to a close. 1675 Dream Team, 1731 Supercoach, 378 disposals, 222 kicks, 156 handballs, 108 marks, 66 tackles, 39 hit-outs, 15 frees, 4, 132 contested possessions, 31 clearances, 50 clangers. Whereas for Fremantle, they had 54 clangers, 39 clearances, 131 contested possessions, 18 frees, 4, 36 hit-outs, 52 tackles, 97 marks, 160 handballs, 209 kicks, 369 disposals, 1568 Supercoach, and 1,517 Dream Team. That is the last little bit of stat down there. Leading goal kickers was obviously Kennedy with 7 goals, 2, LaCroix with 3 goals, 2, and Hill with 3 goals. Over the other side, Sheridan and Yaron both kicked 2. So yeah, Shuey actually had 80. Well, I was about to say that's good efficiency, but he did get more disposals than Badass, but 87% efficiency down here, 100. Also, we had 95% efficiency from Hearn. Hearn played a great game. And yeah, that looks like it's going to be it. My favourite game of the round, my favourite moment of the round was probably us overcoming that horror week. Who I'm impressed by this round, definitely Adelaide. I know Brisbane are a crap team and everyone was expecting Adelaide to smash, but they went above and beyond. And I'm also very impressed with Melbourne. just, you know, they're a pretty young side, and they came over Hawthorn. They just did it, and yeah, that was great. My biggest disappointment for the round would probably have to be Port Adelaide, honestly. I expected them to put up a bit of a fight. They only ended up with 33, which is even less than Brisbane got. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would like to thank you all for watching. If you all did enjoy, please smack the like button and subscribe. Okay, until next time, peace. Actually, I'll give one more vote. My player of the round. Actually, I'm honestly not sure. I'll actually, here's a bit of a thing. In the next AFL podcast that is about a specific round and not about a specific thing. Not all of them will be about rounds. And also in the AFL podcast, I'll be doing my tips and all that. The AFL podcast will come out whenever I feel like there is newsworthy things, or after a round, or before a round. So yeah, in the next round type thing where I go over all the games, I'll give my player of the game in each one. So I've been Kevin. Until next time, peace.